What unfolded on a recent episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live immediately captured the attention of fans and social media alike. According to reports circulating online, Jelly Roll, the popular rapper, stormed off the set after what was described as a heated confrontation. Early moments of the show reportedly began normally, with Kimmel welcoming Jelly Roll and discussing his latest projects, but viewers noticed tension building beneath the seemingly cordial conversation. Fans watching Live noticed subtle cues in Jelly Roll's body language. While he initially appeared relaxed, his posture shifted during a segment on controversial lyrics in modern rap. Observers claimed that as the discussion progressed, his expressions became more guarded, indicating discomfort with the direction the conversation was taking. Social media chatter quickly speculated about what might have triggered the escalation. The alleged confrontation reportedly began when Kimmel questioned Jelly Roll about past controversies surrounding his music. Though framed as light-hearted commentary, fans say Jelly Roll's responses suggested he felt misrepresented. His tone grew firmer, and his words were carefully chosen, signaling a clear desire to set boundaries without immediately escalating the situation. According to viewers, Kimmel attempted to inject humor into the exchange, but the jokes reportedly fell flat. The audience sensed an underlying tension, with Jelly Roll responding more seriously than expected. Observers online interpreted this as a turning point, where playful banter shifted into a deeper disagreement, highlighting differing perspectives on artistic expression and public perception. As the conversation progressed, social media users claimed the dialogue became increasingly charged. Kimmel reportedly pressed further, attempting to explore provocative topics about fame, accountability, and public scrutiny. Jelly Roll's responses, according to fan accounts, grew shorter and more defensive, reflecting a visible frustration that some viewers described as palpable. Analysts on fan forums dissected every moment, noting that Jelly Roll leaned back and crossed his arms several times. While some interpreted this as a defensive posture, others argued it reflected thoughtful consideration before responding. Regardless, the tension was evident, creating a sense of anticipation among viewers who expected a dramatic outcome. The alleged climax reportedly occurred when Kimmel posed a question about the personal challenges Jelly Roll faced in balancing authenticity with mainstream appeal. Social media accounts suggest Jelly Roll felt the question was phrased unfairly, and his response became noticeably sharper. This moment is widely cited as the spark that eventually led to the walk-off. Supporters of Jelly Roll argued that his reaction was justified, interpreting the exchange as a defense of his artistry and personal integrity. Critics, however, felt that his departure represented an overreaction to what they described as standard talk show questioning. The debate over his motivations spread rapidly across Twitter and Instagram. According to online posts, the audience became increasingly silent as the tension escalated. Observers described a collective pause, with viewers sensing that something significant was about to happen. Jelly Roll reportedly paused mid-sentence, took a deep breath, and issued a statement that hinted at frustration, signaling that he might leave the set. The moment that truly ignited viral discussion allegedly happened when Jelly Roll stood up and walked off camera. Fans described the scene as sudden and dramatic, contrasting sharply with the calm professionalism typically seen on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The visual of him leaving amplified perceptions of conflict and immediately became a topic of online debate. Social media exploded within minutes, with clips of the walk-off shared widely across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Many posts framed the incident as a fiery confrontation, emphasizing emotion rather than context. Viewers debated whether the departure was planned, spontaneous, or a response to a genuine grievance. Commentators dissected Kimmel's reaction in real time, noting his attempts to maintain composure. Some argued that his calm approach highlighted professionalism, while others suggested he might have unintentionally escalated the tension by pushing sensitive topics. The split opinions fueled further discussion online. Online fan communities quickly divided into camps. Supporters of Jelly Roll praised him for standing up for his principles and refusing to tolerate perceived disrespect. Fans of Kimmel emphasized the host's role in guiding conversations and maintaining audience engagement, framing Jelly Roll's departure as disruptive. Analysts noted that talk shows often rely on controlled tension to keep viewers engaged, but this situation seemed to cross an emotional threshold. Jelly Roll's exit became symbolic, representing a celebrity asserting boundaries in a high-pressure live setting. Fans saw it as an act of personal empowerment. The incident also sparked debates about celebrity accountability and public perception. Some argued that artists should be able to navigate interviews without being cornered, while others maintained that public figures must expect challenging questions. Jelly Roll's rumored reaction reignited these broader cultural discussions. Clips circulating online were often edited for dramatic effect, emphasizing the moment of departure while omitting preceding context. Critics pointed out that this selective presentation heightened perceptions of conflict, illustrating how social media can amplify ordinary events into viral spectacles. Fans speculated about what may have been said off-camera. Rumors suggested producers attempted to intervene and calm the situation, though no official confirmation was given. These unverified reports added layers to the story, creating multiple interpretations of a single televised event. Viewers also noted the contrast between Jelly Roll's usual persona and the intensity of the walk-off. Known for his candidness and relatability in interviews, his sudden exit was framed as uncharacteristic, which contributed to the incident's viral appeal. The deviation from expectation heightened curiosity and engagement. The aftermath online included detailed breakdowns of every gesture and facial expression. Analysts argued that nonverbal cues can communicate more than words, and Jelly Roll's body language was interpreted as signaling frustration, disappointment, or a need for self-preservation. These interpretations further fueled discussion. Some commentators reflected on the pressures of live television. Guests are often expected to maintain composure while answering unpredictable questions, and producers carefully orchestrate timing and pacing. Jelly Roll's walk-off highlighted the challenges of navigating high-stakes interviews. Supporters praised his decision to leave as a demonstration of self-respect, framing it as a refusal to participate in a conversation that felt disrespectful. Critics framed it as unprofessional or impulsive. This duality generated extensive debate across platforms, with arguments spanning artistic integrity, celebrity conduct, and media etiquette. Memes and fan edits quickly emerged, capitalizing on the viral moment. Social media users created humorous, dramatic, and speculative content that portrayed the walk-off in various exaggerated ways. This content further embedded the incident into pop culture and extended its reach beyond the original broadcast. Entertainment journalists highlighted the incident as a case study in viral media dynamics. The speed with which clips spread and were interpreted demonstrates the contemporary interaction between television content and online audiences. Viewer perception increasingly drives narratives in real time. Analysts suggested that Jelly Roll's rumored exit resonated with audiences because it reflected common life experiences of frustration, confrontation, and choosing to remove oneself from tension. This relatability made the moment feel personal to many viewers. Others noted that the incident sparked conversations about media framing. By emphasizing conflict, headlines and social clips can shape public interpretation even before full context is available. The walk-off was thus transformed into a symbol of broader societal themes rather than a simple TV moment. Celebrity culture experts remarked that moments like these often become touchpoints for fans to discuss broader issues, including respect, power dynamics, and the responsibilities of public figures. Jelly Roll's walk-off became a catalyst for discussions far beyond the show itself. The lack of immediate statements from either Jelly Roll or Jimmy Kimmel fueled speculation. Silence was interpreted in multiple ways, as a deliberate choice, a sign of professionalism, or an indication of tension. This ambiguity allowed the story to continue trending online. Over the following days, news outlets, blogs, and fan pages continued to analyze the event, replaying clips and discussing potential motivations. This extended attention demonstrated the viral longevity of unexpected live television moments in the digital age. Observers also compared this incident to other talk show conflicts, noting similarities in escalation patterns and guest reactions. Jelly Roll's rumored departure was seen as part of a broader trend in which artists assert personal boundaries during high-pressure interviews, reflecting shifts in celebrity agency. Ultimately, the viral story surrounding Jelly Roll and Jimmy Kimmel illustrates the intersection of live television, celebrity culture, and audience perception. Whether viewed as a genuine confrontation, a professional choice, or a media-amplified moment, it highlights the complexity of modern entertainment narratives and the power of social media to shape public interpretation. In the hours following the incident, fan theories flooded social media. Many speculated that the disagreement was related to creative differences, while others suggested it stemmed from questions about personal life or controversial lyrics. These speculative interpretations amplified the drama, with each new post adding layers to the viral narrative. Online commentators dissected Kimmel's hosting style, analyzing whether his humor may have unintentionally provoked Jelly Roll. Some argued that the host's blend of sarcasm and pointed questions, typical of late-night formats, may have been misinterpreted, illustrating how delivery can shape perceived conflict. The rumored walk-off prompted discussions on emotional intelligence and live interviews. Viewers debated the balance between assertiveness and professionalism, with Jelly Roll's exit serving as a prime example of when personal boundaries intersect with public performance. Fan forums noted the contrast between Jelly Roll's calm public persona and the intensity of the walk-off. Many expressed surprise, suggesting that such a dramatic reaction was inconsistent with his typical demeanor, which fueled speculation about what might have been said off-camera. Social media also highlighted generational and cultural interpretations of conflict. Younger fans tended to support Jelly Roll's decision to leave, framing it as empowerment, while others viewed it as an overreaction, emphasizing expectations of decorum on live television. Analysts pointed out that talk show conflicts often gain momentum online because audiences fill in missing context. Edited clips, selective camera angles, and dramatic captions can transform minor disagreements into viral spectacles that seem far more intense than the original exchange. Many viewers noted that Jelly Roll's walk-off created a rare instance where a celebrity visibly rejected the controlled environment of a late-night show. This break from expectation contributed to the incident's appeal and sustained engagement on social media platforms. Bloggers speculated about potential repercussions for future appearances. Some suggested producers might implement stricter guidelines for guest interactions, while others predicted that the incident would only enhance Jelly Roll's reputation for authenticity, highlighting the complex relationships between celebrities and media. Memes and short-form video content proliferated, showing exaggerated reenactments of the walk-off. These creative interpretations, while humorous, blurred the line between reality and dramatization, further cementing the moment in pop culture memory. Entertainment news outlets covered the story extensively, with headlines emphasizing conflict and emotion. Many reports focused less on verified details and more on audience reactions, demonstrating how media outlets capitalize on viral moments to drive engagement. The incident prompted discussion about the responsibilities of hosts and live interviews. Some argued that Kimmel should have moderated his questions more carefully, while others emphasized the importance of challenging guests, highlighting the tension between entertainment and journalistic responsibility. The lack of immediate commentary from Jelly Roll led to widespread speculation. Fans debated whether silence signaled reflection, professional discretion, or lingering tension, illustrating how absence of information can amplify narratives in the digital age. Online discussion also explored the psychology of conflict perception. Observers noted that audiences often interpret subtle gestures, tone, and posture through their own emotional lens, magnifying moments of tension and shaping public opinion. The incident inspired debates about the nature of celebrity interviews. Some argued that late-night shows prioritize entertainment over substantive discussion, making conflict almost inevitable. Jelly Roll's exit became a touchstone for examining these industry dynamics. Cultural commentators noted that moments like this resonate because they reflect broader societal frustrations. The act of walking away can symbolize rejecting disrespect, refusing to be misrepresented, or asserting personal agency, themes that many viewers found relatable. Fans revisited previous interviews and performances by Jelly Roll, searching for patterns in how he handles confrontation. Observers argued that his context suggested the walk-off was consistent with his emphasis on authenticity and transparency in public interactions. Analysts compared the incident to other high-profile walk-offs in television history. They noted that unexpected exits often gain more attention than planned controversies, emphasizing the unpredictable nature of live media. The moment also prompted conversations about fan loyalty and social media influence. Many users shared their support for Jelly Roll, while others criticized the departure, illustrating how viral moments can polarize audiences and reinforce community identities. Some viewers speculated that the incident could inspire changes in how talk shows prepare for guest interactions, such as pre-interview briefings or adjusted question phrasing to avoid conflict. These discussions highlighted the operational challenges behind seemingly spontaneous moments. The viral nature of the walk-off underscored the speed at which information spreads online. Clips were shared across multiple platforms, often with exaggerated captions that enhanced the perceived intensity of the confrontation. Fans also discussed the difference between personal and professional boundaries. Jelly Roll's exit was interpreted by some as a demonstration of self-respect, signaling that maintaining personal integrity can take precedence over entertaining the audience. Social media polls and threads explored whether audiences would have reacted differently if the exchange had remained civil. That discussion emphasized how expectations for live television shape interpretations of conflict. Entertainment analysts highlighted the impact of selective editing and camera work on audience perception. Close-ups, reaction shots, and abrupt cuts can amplify tension, creating a narrative that may differ from the actual conversation. The incident sparked commentary on the nature of fame. Public figures are often held to unrealistic standards of composure, making spontaneous emotional reactions both newsworthy and controversial. Jelly Roll's departure exemplified this tension. Fans speculated about whether the walk-off would affect future collaborations, endorsements, or media appearances. The conversation highlighted the delicate balance celebrities must navigate between authenticity and professional obligations. Analysts also noted that the incident could serve as a case study for media literacy. Understanding how viral moments are constructed helps audiences separate entertainment from reality and evaluate sensationalized narratives critically. Observers compared fan reactions across different social media platforms, noting differences in tone and interpretation. The same clip could be celebrated as empowerment in one community and criticized as unprofessional in another, demonstrating the subjectivity of viral content. Over time, commentary shifted from immediate reactions to reflective analysis. Discussions explored lessons about communication, emotional regulation, and audience expectations, turning the incident into more than a fleeting spectacle. The incident reaffirmed the power of social media and shaping cultural moments. Jelly Roll's walk-off illustrates how quickly a single event can evolve into a multifaceted narrative, influencing conversations far beyond its original context. Ultimately, the story of Jelly Roll storming off Jimmy Kimmel Live serves as a lens into modern entertainment, celebrity culture, and media perception. Whether interpreted as conflict, empowerment, or spectacle, it highlights the complex interplay between live television, audience expectations, and viral storytelling. As the discussion evolved, some viewers began questioning how much of the perceived confrontation was shaped by expectations rather than reality. When audiences anticipate drama, even neutral exchanges can feel charged. This psychological effect led many to rewatch the clip multiple times, each viewing reinforcing their initial belief about whether the moment was truly explosive or simply misunderstood. Media critics pointed out that Jelly Roll's authenticity has always been central to his appeal. In that context, walking away from an uncomfortable situation aligned with the image his fans admire. This interpretation framed the incident not as a loss of control, but as a deliberate choice to protect personal values in a public setting. Others argued that late-night television thrives on pushing boundaries, and guests implicitly accept that risk. From this perspective, the walk-off symbolized a clash between old-school talk show dynamics and evolving expectations around respect, mental health, and personal limits in entertainment. The incident also reignited debates about how much emotional labor celebrities are expected to perform. Smiling through discomfort has long been normalized, and Jelly Roll's rumored refusal to do so was seen by some as a challenge to that unspoken rule. Fans noted that the conversation surrounding the walk-off often overshadowed Jelly Roll's artistic achievements. Discussions about his music, storytelling, and personal journey were temporarily replaced by speculation, illustrating how viral moments can eclipse substantive work. Meanwhile, defenders of Jimmy Kimmel emphasized the pressures hosts face in keeping shows engaging. Balancing humor, curiosity, and sensitivity in a live format is a complex task, and even well-intentioned questions can land differently than expected. Communication specialists weighed in, explaining that conflict often arises not from intent but from interpretation. Tone, timing, and context play critical roles, especially when conversations touch on identity, struggle, or authenticity, all themes closely tied to Jelly Roll's public narrative. The walk-off narrative also highlighted how viewers increasingly side with emotional transparency over polished performance. Many fans expressed that seeing a celebrity choose discomfort over compliance felt refreshing in an industry often criticized for artificiality. Over time, the incident was referenced in broader discussions about boundaries in creative industries. It became an example used in podcasts, opinion pieces, and fan discussions to explore when stepping away is healthier than pushing through. Some observers suggested that the lack of resolution added to the story's staying power. Without a clear apology, explanation, or follow-up, audiences were left to construct their own conclusions, ensuring the moment remained open-ended and debatable. The event also underscored how quickly narratives can harden online. Early interpretations often become fixed truths, repeated so frequently that later nuance struggles to gain traction, even when more context emerges. Fans who revisited the full episode later reported noticing calmer moments that contradicted the most dramatic headlines. These quieter details, however, rarely gained the same attention as the act of leaving the stage. Industry insiders remarked that such moments are inevitable in unscripted television. What makes them notable is not the disagreement itself, but the audience's role in transforming it into a cultural flashpoint. The story further illustrated how celebrity culture reflects everyday workplace dynamics. Many viewers related the walk-off to moments when they themselves chose to disengage from unproductive or uncomfortable conversations. As news stories entered the news cycle, attention gradually shifted, but the incident remained a reference point. It was cited whenever discussions about talk show confrontations or celebrity boundaries resurfaced. For some fans, the walk-off strengthened their connection to Jelly Roll, reinforcing the belief that his public persona aligns with his private values. Authenticity, they argued, sometimes requires difficult and visible choices. Critics maintain that professionalism involves staying engaged even when conversations are uncomfortable. This ongoing disagreement highlighted how definitions of professionalism continue to evolve in public life. The moment ultimately became less about who was right or wrong and more about what audiences expect from public figures. The polarized reactions revealed shifting cultural norms around conflict, respect, and self-expression. In retrospect, the walk-off served as a reminder that live television remains unpredictable. No amount of preparation can fully control human emotion, especially when deeply personal topics are involved. Whether remembered as a fiery confrontation or a misunderstood exchange, the Jelly Roll and Jimmy Kimmel moment stands as a testament to the power of perception, showing how modern audiences actively shape the meaning of what they watch.